In this tank, I'm going to put a piece of bogwood in as well. I think it will make the tank look quite pretty. I am concerned that it might make it a bit tea coloured, but I'll have to just do water changes and we'll see how we go. Anyway, adding bogwood to the main tank, removing some plants and then putting them back. Okay, done. So I had a bit of bogwood left over and I've moved it and I've put it into my main tank. And you can see it, just about see it at the back there. I have planted it up on the actual bogwood itself. I had to put a couple of rocks in to sort of weigh it down a little bit, and rocks around it again to hold it in place because it was floating a little bit. And then I planted all the way around it so you can hardly see it anyway. But it will be good for the fish, it will be good for the ancestors. They do like to chew on a bit of bogwood as well. I've moved the CO2 infuser, which is there now, bubbling away real well. I've turned it up a little tiny bit. I've moved a few of the plants around, just juggled them about a bit so that they've got more light. I've moved one of the lights over so it's over bristlenose towers as well. You can see it's nice and bright there. There's actually one on the front, two on the back, and two in the back are spaced, one over here and one above that plant there. You can see where the lights are. Anyway, I'm pleased and it looks nice. I've tidied it all up. So this is the main tank, and today I put a bit of bogwood in. You can see there's the bit of bogwood at the back there, and I put that in because it was a piece that I had spare. When I set up my new planted tank, I have a piece of bogwood in that, and I was going to put both pieces, this one and that one in, but the tank was too small, I've decided, and it looked too much. It was too overpowering to have two bits of wood in, so I've put one of the pieces of wood in this tank today. It was nearly sinking. I'd left it in a bucket of water for like a week or so, and it was nearly sinking, and so I put a couple of rocks in and around it, and now it's in the main tank. And this is the main tank, and it looks really nice. I planted it up. I've opened it up a bit so that the plants aren't all the way around the piece of wood, and I think it looks really, really nice. And I like the fact that you can now see into it. I planted up on the wood as well. It's bogwood, so the tannins might still come out of it. They come out of all the bits of wood, but I'll just have to do water changes. Otherwise the water will go like tea. I've got a lot of ancestors, bristlenose catfish in here, and they like to munch on bits of old wood, so that's quite handy. And they've already been swimming around and munching on it already, as have the barbs. Where I've opened the plants up, I've moved some plants around, so there's some over here up in the corner there, and there's some around further around. The CO2 kit I've moved, and that's now over there. You can see the micro bubbles coming up. I've moved the lights about as well so that the lights are spread out a bit more. There's one on either end so that it covers that Anubias, and there's one down the other end. And then there's actually one at the front here, which is just up here, so that covers the middle sort of thing. And I've got I did a trim in the other tank which I've put into here, so that's that sort of orangey plant there. Very pleased. I think the whole tank is made it better. It looks really, really nice. It does look like it's very overloaded with fish, and it has got a lot of fish in because it's got all my breeding barbs in, plus another 3 black ruby barbs, a male and 2 females. But yeah, I really like the tank, and I think it looks really nice with that just extra bit of bogwood that is planted up. Plants on top of it, plants within it, plants around it. Anyway, there you go. Quick update on my main tank and how it's doing, and new planted with a big piece of bogwood. Cheers. Hope everyone's well.